everybody, and welcome back to Known Realms Tolesh, a pre-recorded episode of Known Realms Tolesh. For you, it's been a week. For us, it's been like 2 days. So, before we dive into this episode of KRT, let's introduce our players, starting with Lou.
Played Dolores Echinacea. Can you hear me?
We couldn't at first, but we can now.
Okay. Must project with feeling once again. As a dyslexic would say that quote. My name is Lou. I played Dolores Echinacea. We both use she, her pronouns, and you can find me at Luzelia_art on most social media.
Thank you very much, Lou. Button.
Hello, I'm Button. My pronouns are they, them. I'm Bluebluebutton on social media, and when I'm not here playing Echinacea Belrose, you can find me over on Stealthy Elf Productions in Unearthed Inheritance, New World Rebellion, and Outlaws of Alkenstar.
Perfect. Thank you for being here, as always. Guys, as you can see, we are still down in Angie. Again, they're going to be taking some time off of the campaign while they say their internal goodbyes to Zio and prep their next character, but rest assured they will be back sooner than later with a brand new character and an exciting story to tell. My name is Alec, my pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet at Tales Archived. I'm your Archivist here for Known Realms Tolesh. I produce content like God Killer, Sinner Sacrifice, Septon Stella University, Tactics Memorial One Shot, and some other exciting things we have coming down the pipe in the future. But when I'm not here, you can find me over at Stealthy Elf Productions. I play Finn Reese in Heroes of Hysteria Unearthed Inheritance, as well as Nrim in New World Rebellion. Keep an eye on Stealthy Elf Productions socials, because our annual ElfCon event will be coming up at the end of October. So we've got some excited things coming down the pipe. Stay tuned for a Aosha one shot set in this city of Squall's End. Just about 300 or so years in the past. We begin. Okay, so we pick up as Echinacea, you, Lucian, Casimir, and your allies, Shali and Willow, are teleported through Casimir's teleportation back into Sovarian's hidden hideaway. This little shack in the woods on the outskirts of Squall's End. As you teleport in, you see the outcome of Dolores, Kaylin, and Uldiel's hard work. A table full of potions, both healing potions, potions of cold and necrotic resistance. You see, a nice little arsenal already at your disposal.
Incredible.
Dolores almost bumps everything up out of the table trying to get up. Good to see you back.
It's good to be back. It was. Echinacea looks to Lucian. Oh God, I was so rude to your sister.
You won't find me complaining about that.
We saw Declan, and he gave us this for you, and this for you, Uldiel, and they'll start passing out the cold iron weapons. Yep. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Everyone, these are our allies who helped us to defeat an Atropol of Vaymir, about a month ago. Shali and Willow.
Shali gives a deep bow. Blessings to the Morning Lord to all of you. And behind her, Willow. Hello! Good to see you. New friends, old faces. You look grumpy. As they look directly at Severian, his eyes almost rolling out of his skull. Just an Atropol, you say? of Amir.
Yes.
He casts message to you. They were instrumental in its destruction.
Severian, yes, I was not lying.
You have a very generous disposition when it comes to the people you know.
What do you mean by that?
You give them everything. An endless benefit of the doubt. But we can talk more about that a little later.
All right. Echinacea,
Like,
guides...
fuck you, dude. Fuck you, guy.
They're like, Echinacea like, you're right, I'm not going to devote any more energy to that. They guide Willow over to Dolores. Willow is a warlock who worships a figure devoted to dance. Maybe they might like to discuss with you. Dolores is a newfound bard, an incredible performer.
Are you a worshipper of movement?
Pardon?
Are you a worshipper of movement?
In some senses.
Permission?
By all means. Although, further away from what I was working on.
Oh, understood. They tap your hand, and each of you see more of Willow's magic than Echinacea you've seen before. As they tap Dolores's forehead, there is this dancing of constellations around her as she begins to levitate. He says, oh, follow me, and begins to dance around the space, avoiding any obstacle or breakable object. But the two of you are sort of dancing in this space. They very deftly and skillfully spin you around and dip you in front of Echinacea. Aha!
Wonderful.
Pleasure to meet
Pleasure
you.
to meet you.
Oh.
Look forward to see your other capability.
Oh, I have plenty of moves. Plenty of moves, not all for public consumption, if you know what I'm saying. This is the twinkiest twink. I will remind the audience that this is the twinkiest Genasi warlock to ever exist. And Shali will walk forward to you. Human woman, dark brown skin with these bright amber gold eyes with this braided sort of cherry brown hair. And she is now wearing half plate dawning Landis symbol. Before she was kind of incognito per the events that were happening in Iotha lore, but now she is in her full cleric regale. There's no hiding her connection to her deity here. As she approaches you, Dolores, and just, it is a pleasure to meet you. And any friend of Willow's, well, not any, but most friends of Willow's are friends of mine. And I trust Dr. Belrose's judgment when it comes to new people.
As do I. Pleasure to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you. Shali kind of turns her head to you, Echinacea, and kind of lingers there for a moment, keeps your eye, your attention, and turns away. You can give me an insight check if you'd like.
Okay. Oh, we're starting off great with a 7.
There's a lot going on. You can see there is an intent to ask a question, but she reserves that for now.
Okay. Severian.
Yes.
Do you have any half plate with the sigildry of the Winter Court?
not as much here. I do have it in the High Mage's Court. So
Okay.
I'll be able to outfit anybody in need once we arrive there, once we hear from the Kira.
Understood. It's less about need, and more about disguising ourselves. If we have the time, I think I would like to sit and craft a hat of disguise for myself. Is there anyone else in this space who will trigger suspicion within your court?
He very quickly points to both Shali and Willow. Willow because everything, and Shali specifically because of the armor representing Landith.
That's why I asked for the half plate.
Yeah. Yes. I have some for her, just not here. We'll be able to teleport to the High Mage's Court, so she will not be spotted before then, if that is your concern. But
That is all I needed to hear.
But we have the time. I'd say at this point, we have about 10 hours until 8 o'clock. We've spent the first 4, so you guys have another 10 before 8 p.m. where Koliata is locked in this this cellar underneath Grimoire Keep. Yes, you have your time. I will be going through my spell book.
Can I ask, how large is the cell in which Koliata locks herself?
It is the entire basement level.
Oh.
It allows for movement, which led me to my theory of some sort of lycanthropy curse in the family line. It is less of an individual small cell and more of a floor built for safekeeping, to keep something locked within.
Understood. I have something to mitigate her movement for the time being. And Echinacea will pull out the collapsible iron cage that Declan has made more portable. This is cold iron, so don't touch.
You see he was about to reach out, but he very quickly pulls his hand back and just...
Remind me, Alec, the space it covers is 30 by 30
it's 30
or something
by 30
like
by
that?
30. Yeah, you were able to cover the entirety of the Hag's Heart in underneath the Whitmore estate.
It's a 30 by 30 space that prevented a hag from misty stepping or teleporting out of the space.
I assume the issue would be we'd have to get her within it.
Yes.
I love a challenge.
As do I. I think this might be our best bet for keeping some of her magic and her mobility at bay as a blade singer.
I think that's wise. Trying to keep her as locked down as possible. Even without rhyme, she is an immense danger. She is an archfey. She is of grand power. I will leave that to you to handle. But it is needed aid, so thank you.
Of course. I have to write to one more individual who will be joining us. And I believe that he and perhaps Lucian might be the best at setting up this cage.
Lucian. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yes, he agreed he agreed to join us.
Monroe's help will be good. Severian just nods. All right. Well, you have the time you need. I will be here if anybody needs anything. Dolores. He doesn't make eye contact with you, but he does wave you, like, beckon you with a finger.
She slowly makes her way over.
Foot's already tapping as a obsidian black feather is dipping into an inkwell as he's inscribing into his spell book. How long have you been traveling with the good doctor?
It's in a week, correct?
It's been 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. About 2 weeks.
Now that you are armored, you're of more use, but I need to tell you, Koliada is immune to any charm effects, any fear effects. You will need to change course here. What you did with Caletra and Galacia, that was good. That worked there. It will not work with my queen.
So what do you suggest?
Hit her hard. Harder than you've ever hit anything. Focus on keeping yourself up and giving her as much opposition as possible. She, ideally, will be our singular target. If not, I would like you focused on the honor guard protecting her.
All right.
That's it, all right?
Thank you for the wisdom.
Thank you for heeding it. You can go.
She walks away, yeah.
I'm sorry, he's such a dick. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No, he's my
fine.
favorite.
Okay, so Echinacea, you are creating a hat of disguise. Could you please give me an Arcana check?
Yes. And while they do that, they're casting Adroit Amanuensis. Within 30 seconds, their message to Monroe is written. They pull out their bookmark and cast the magic to send it to him.
Right.
Echinacea is like in full flurry, they're doing what they do best. They're distracting themselves.
You need an Arcana check?
An Arcana check, please. Yes, I know those are really bad for you.
23.
More than enough. You have Kalen kind of assisting you. He's made these with you before. But yeah, I think over the course of an hour, you're able to make... you're absolutely able to make a hat of disguise.
That feels good.
Great work. It's good to stay hidden.
Yes. Who still has theirs?
He's
Almost everyone.
I
Yes.
still have
you
mine.
yours.
Lucian has his.
Okay.
The only ones who don't would be Dolores, Shali, Willow, and Casimir. But Casimir looks at you and he'll just say, I can make myself invisible, don't worry about it. And plus the plan is for me to manage myself.
Yes, but I mean more while we're in the mage court. They're going to recognize me. I've been their prisoner.
Yeah.
And they sent me to you.
All right, well then let me help and make this go faster then.
Okay.
Kind of squeezes your hand for a moment.
Echinacea like sidles up very close, like they've worked together before.
Mhm.
I think craving that familiar feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, and you absolutely get it. I mean, Casimir is eagerly next to you and very much seeking that same connection, that same familiarity. It's clear, or you can make the assertion that Severian's words cut Casimir pretty deep. So he's glad you're seeking him out for that comfort, and he is seeking you out for the same. So you can go ahead. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
There was a moment where Echinacea considered confiding what Severian shared in his message, the reason why Echinacea was put with Casimir, but they see him responding the same way that they are, and they just can't do it to him.
I'm going to make an insight check as Casimir. You can make a performance or deception check, your choice.
It's deception.
Okay.
24, Dad.
Natural 20.
No! I will say then Echinacea's doing a good job of deceiving, but Casimir knows them.
I was going to say, Casimir knows them, and it takes him a minute. Like, you guys are in the midst of working on this, and describe what are Echinacea's tells in this moment as they're working.
It's how efficient they are. In times of peace, in the absence of turbulence, Echinacea will chat and sort of take their time. Echinacea's hands are a deft doctor's hands. They have sutured up patients screaming in agony, "This is nothing." And the rapidity, the deftness, the focus. Casimir has seen Echinacea in this state after asking Casimir to free them, and after Casimir rejects that call to freedom month after month. He's been here.
He's been here, and he approaches it differently than I think he ever has, and he just interlocks fingers with you, Echinacea, and casts a message. What's wrong, darling?
Echinacea stills. Their back grows rigid.
Goodness, there are so many answers to that question.
Yes. Yes, there are, unfortunately.
I'm not going to lie to you, but I learned something and I'm not quite ready to share it. Is that okay?
I won't push. You can tell me when you're ready, or you can tell me not at all. It is up to you.
I will tell you. When things aren't so frightening. When we aren't on the cusp. Getting everything back. I just don't have the room. I don't have the space to be at my best. I can't be my best with you and be ready to save Kolyada.
He just leans over, kisses them on the temple. I understand completely. Whenever you already. I know this is so much, and I'm sorry. There are so many compounding factors.
It's been a long time coming.
And we are here.
And aloud, Echinacea says,
You stayed with me.
Yes, I did. And I will
I love you.
continue to. I love you as well. You can give me that Arcana check with advantage.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
26.
You're able to make the remaining with Casimir and Kaylin's help in half the time. So instead of another 2 hours, you create this in an additional hour. So we are now down to 8 hours until Coleata gets locked down. But yeah, you make those 4 hats of disguises. Perfect. Dolores, anything you want to do in this time? You have a few hours. Or a couple hours, not a few hours.
See here. Definitely trying to assist in whatever ways that I can.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that we have that, like, those hours, but what time of day is it?
Right now, it's about noon. It's about the middle of the day.
Okay.
Because Coleata gets locked down at 8 p.m. tonight.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Dolores will, like, bug the usual mommies of the group, Kaylin and Oldiel, and see if they want to cook something up. She starts, like, she initially doesn't even ask anyone. She just starts snooping around Silverian's kitchen. Like, what you got in here?
It is slim pickings. I have more food at the High Mage's Court. But there's simple meals here.
I think I can work with this.
You you find some steaks, you find some potatoes, you find greens, really well hidden away. Kaylin and Uldiel, both of their perceptions are very high, so they're like finding herbs that are like left hanging to ferment, and like they kind of pick those out, and you see like the smallest little. Well, you're an adventurer. You have like a skillet, something to make a fire. Like you have these tools to start cooking a meal. Huh?
I said I am fire.
You just put it all on your hand.
The calcifer energy.
Yeah. But you absolutely find what you need to make up a pretty hearty lunch for everybody. And Kaylin and Uldiel are right there to assist you. Willow kind of pops in, and I'm not good at cooking, but I'll direct. So yeah, paint us a picture here of what it looks like with Dolores making everybody lunch.
Yeah, like I said, she'll start by snooping, and just kind of like gathering things together, not trying to bug anyone who's got their nose in a book or having a conversation, but like she's hungry, she's assuming everyone else is. Like, we'll make something big. She even finds Severian for a second after like she's bugged him a couple of times. Do you have any good liquor? Wine, ideal, honestly.
It's the sharpest inhale. This flicks his hand back as the furthest chest on the left opens up, and you see it's essentially like a liquor cabinet. It's not his. He's not drinking it, but it's things that he's taken from people he's encountered, and he's just organized things accordingly. So this is his liquor box.
It's like the confiscation. Like
Yeah,
she's
pretty
just
much.
raiding the evidence box.
It's big, like, yeah, big Matilda energy.
Big principal vibes, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. She even like
You're welcome.
will blow him a kiss. And then like goes like do. Ooh, this is a good year. Like
you do find like really well aged wine. You find really good like rum and whiskey. Like you any liquor you can imagine. There's a pretty nice like top shelf version of it in here. The people of Squall's End like to drink.
Wonderful. She's making she's deglazing the steak pan with some of the wine. Like she's trying to up it. She's not just trying to get sloshed. She's just trying to help this kind of cold, like a bachelor pad.
It's the most unfortunate thing. Can you give me a performance check?
Yeah. And she's of course pouring, like she's got some like cooking wine, and I like to put it in the food too, kind of thing going on. But yeah, and she's planning and pouring glasses to anyone who wants it, because like we have time to
Kaylin will take some. I think everybody aside from Oldiel, Severian, and Shali will take wine.
That's a 20 non-net.
Oh yeah, you live in a kitchen. Like it's very clear that you're having a really good time and you know what you're doing here. It becomes pretty easy for everybody to really get lost in the aroma. As soon as the wine's uncorked, that rich smell hits everybody's nostrils. The steak being cooked in so much butter with herbs put in it, it's like it quickly washes over the space. The smell of potion ingredients and dust from this old cabin and parchment from all the wizards doing wizard things in here quickly washes away to the smell of a really hearty and delicious lunch. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, she serves it up, or keeps it simmering on the pot low if people are, not necessarily wanting to pull everyone to like the same meal.
People are indeed kind of lining up. Like it's it happens pretty quick with it. Like you see Lucian like,
hey cowboy.
Smells delicious. What's a cowboy?
They have cows here, I promise.
But I think
I bet you've eaten a few.
Cows?
Sure, in your baddie form, maybe.
Are you assuming that I swoop in farms and take cows to eat?
Have you not?
Lucian,
Never have I ever.
Lucian suppresses a deep-seated memory from his time in Sunwall.
No.
Of course not. Roll a deception check. Ooh. He's fucking lying. Nobody needs to roll to figure that out.
There you go,
I rolled a 13.
He rolled a 7, so yeah, he's lying. He definitely has done that as a bat before.
So she like winks at him, ladles some stuff. Here's a glass,
Takes the glass, goes and sits down, and throws a little fit. But yeah, I think if it's cool with you guys, you have a nice little lunch here.
It smells heavenly, Dolores.
I'm glad you like it. How are you?
I am nervous. How are you? Yeah, okay.
Don't let Zuvarian hear it, but As always, I feel a little out of my depth, but I feel prepared. As prepared as I can be.
I think we are in the best position we could be in. In no small part due to Severian. The alternative... What was that?
I said indeed.
We will one day be doing something like this on your behalf with the Nightingale Accord. And the only advice I can give now, because it's the advice I need, is to be ready for anything.
When my memories came back, when you brought them back, it changed everything. For a little while. You get swallowed up in the past. And you have to reconcile the idea of what you had for your future. I'm better for it now that I'm after it, past it. I know it's a different case for you. But I was wondering how you were feeling leading up to it.
I have recovered 50 years, and I am afraid even to delve those memories fully. It's painful. And so, as I prepare to regain myself, I am preparing for pain.
Am I to understand that you haven't fully processed the years that you've been given yet?
Before I got them back, Dolores, I had experienced 4 months. A year is still something difficult for me to fully cognize. And if I were to take the time to do so, I am afraid that I would be comatose. I haven't had the time.
Are you certain that you can compartmentalize the rest of your life once you get it the way that you have the time that you've received, so it won't be overwhelming? Or doesn't sound like something that you can really control to me.
I don't anticipate being able to control getting everything back. I anticipate that it will incapacitate me. Hopefully not for very long.
Would you ever consider writing a message to yourself? To that self that wakes up?
It's not a bad idea.
I don't know. Seems like a lot, and do you know when they'll come back to you after all this? Is it after you defeat Fuliata?
No, my memories won't return to me upon saving her. They will return to me when Severian gathers all of the Corpore who hold my memories in their minds, and those memories are relinquished.
How long would that
When-
take?
It has taken seconds the past 2 times that it has occurred.
Well, I meant the gathering part.
Echinacea looks to wherever Severian is sitting. They imagine he's eavesdropping.
Sends a message to you. It will be done nearly as soon as Kuliada is restored. Directly after.
Perhaps the day after. I imagine that we will want to spend the rest of that time settling Kuliada back into herself. I appreciate your willingness to be so prompt, but I would not see her left to fend for herself. I can be patient.
Just wanted to know how it was going to go down.
Ganesha looks up, and Dolores, you've just received a mental message, so I think it wouldn't be unreasonable for you to maybe clock that Echinacea is also responding to the same.
Severian, I believe, will be able to collect the Corpore very soon after we save Kuliada. I hardly know what to tell myself. I don't know who I'll be when I wake up. Someone full to the brim. People live out a few decades as their entire life, and the person I was contained centuries. I can't imagine having a head so full.
Alec and I'd almost try, if I could, to break it into books, chapters. If you could compartmentalize.
I'm going to give you an inspiration point for that, Lou, because Button, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Uh, 21, and as Dolores says, break it into chapters, Echinacea is going to smile, kind of coyly scooch closer to Dolores, and cast Minor Illusion. And for the first time, not inside of a dream or in their mind, reveal their mind palace. Dolores, you see this sprawling white castle in miniature rolling out before you. Beyond it, a field of ice and an orchard of glowing orbs covered in ice. The little glowing orbs of fruit from this orchard, Echinacea will pluck up one, and you see within it Lorien and Echinacea sitting at a dimly lit bar, laughing together. Echinacea returns the fruit to the miniature and then opens the door, and like a picture book that pops up and shifts as each page is turned, you see that the Mind Palace itself, the white of it is not the white of any sort of mineral, but of pages. And that Echinacea's memories are being written along its walls as they are returned. And one spire contains the 50 years that Echinacea has gotten back. Echinacea points to a very low point on the tower.
I've gone this far.
Well, Jesus Christ, you just took... I, suggested the, I don't know, an anthill, and you showed me the Taj Mahal, whatever that is.
Oh, you've anticipated precisely how I've been handling this.
I just thought if you could read a book every once in a while, like, put it on your nightstand and leave it for a month and then pick it up again, that's a little bit more easy to process than just a non-stop stream. But this is elaborate, and I'm even more impressed of how your mind works.
I have to keep track somehow.
And Echinacea lifts a finger behind the minor illusion to cast a shadow upon it, and the figure of Aedwulf in his human form stalks the halls, sits down at a piano in a little space that's all his own. And the minor illusion, which can also create music, begins to play that music softly in the space.
That's incredible.
Aedwulf keeps it from being empty.
Echinacea, you hear that music in your mind, and they just, I do my best.
Echinacea finds a way to hug their shadow.
And as you
And I rolled a medicine check, and I forget what it was, but it was 20-something.
23. The way that Dolores put it, and the way that you've structured this in your mind palace is pretty in tune with elven physiology, or Eladrin physiology. There is a way that the mind works that is able to compartmentalize or kind of structure these memories to a point not to be overwhelming to this mortal body. Living for that amount of time has an impact on somebody. So while you have access to everything as an elf or an Eladrin, you were able to kind of file these things away and access them when you need them, as if not to overwhelm your mental and physical being. So that's why you got the inspiration point, Lou, because it's just an apt way to put it. So yeah. As both of you are having this conversation, you hear an arcane little Hi, Mage Vess. It is Nikira. I am in Ironshore. Per your wishes. You hear in the distance, I am here too, High Mage Severian. He is here too. But I will be setting up with him. We will be here until you tell us otherwise, High Mage. Severian just sort of perks up, looks at all of you, kind of visually initiating that it's time to move. Thank you, Nikira. I appreciate your swift response. Keep this channel open. I will communicate with you when I need. All right. And Nikira just, of course, High Mage. You see him wave his hand over the sigil on his chest as if to deactivate it. It is time to head to the High Mage's court.
I haven't been to a wizard's tower in a little while.
You will enjoy this. You see as he begins to open a teleportation circle. You see, kind
Trisha puts on their hat very quickly.
You all put
they
on.
Look.
Oh, sorry, please.
You first.
No, go.
Echinacea puts on their hat of disguise, and it turns into a hood and falls down their person, the regalia of the Winter Court, and their features shift to that of their mother Sage, but rather than a spring eladrin, ice forms on their cheeks. They turn bluish in hue and stand a winter eladrin.
Perfect. You see Shali and Willow put on their hats of disguise and take on a similar winter eladrin visage. Casimir does the same, makes himself a little younger. Just a little bit. Lucian and Kaylin pretty much follow suit, armored, to accommodate their larger stature. They kind of manifest armor and look more in line with someone like Uldiel. But yeah, Dolores, what does your disguise look like?
I think Dolores is going, inspired by her encounter in the tower. She's going to look very mundane, like an assistant, like a cleaner, like not like, it's obviously a high mage tower, so it's not like your typical wintry fare, but like, a scullery maid, someone who's doing like trying to look as invisible, casual as possible, just browns, pretty drab, pretty tattered, gloves covering her hands, so you cannot see the Divanthir enhancement.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously she's a Genasi, so she stands out, but like her hair is tucked in, she kind of hunches her figure, like this is just someone who maybe is just a little bit of a dork and didn't go the like marrying a noble or becoming an adventurer route, and just she's made and she's happy about it.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's an item in Pathfinder 2e called Unmemorable Mantle, and I'm just imagining that being the disguise.
Oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
truly.
Yeah, it's like just like a kind of a shrubby, like maybe she even grabs one of like the ugly tablecloths, like that Sumerian has, and, like somewhere, that just looks a little, whatever, pins it, just kind of a little matronly, but not old, as the wind stay warm and squalls in for a maid.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys don your disguises and this teleportation circle opens, that's where we'll take our first break. And we'll dive into the High Mage's Court when we return. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Bye! see and hear you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Known Realms Tolesh. Guys, as you teleport in, let's move to the map.
Yes!
Frick.
You guys can drop yourself in this lower right quadrant of the map as Severian's ice magic swirls around you like a dome, just wraps around you. You feel a waft of chill before you are instantaneously teleported into the High Mage's court. Within, you see slate white marble floors, high ceilings, and it's very much a domed ceiling even in this space. On the wall you see books, you see potion materials, you see empty tomes ready to be used, not ink wells but like bottles of ink ready to be to refill inkwells. And at the door you see two knights of the Winter Court standing by as Severian arrives. They both put their hands to their chest and bow. They stand there, the tall, pale figures in frost-kissed plate with these sleek helms that look to mimic, these ones look to mimic wolves, but they tend to mimic owls as well, depending on rank. From their backs sit curved wing-like armor, the black feathers look almost like obsidian glass. These two both have spears and shields on their back, but they, again, bow in reverence to the High Mage. Severian sort of waves his hand off. You are relieved of duty for the day. I have plenty of protection here. As he looks back to all of you in your knightly attire. And my new scribe here, he points to you, Dolores. Please walk ahead and take notes like I instructed.
Saya.
He messages you, laying it on a little thick.
Can I respond back in message?
You can.
I forgot. The part is like that I'm a little into you. It's perfectly normal.
He walks away. So you all walk past the guard and make your way up this flight of stairs here.
Echinacea is just already the entry room is like their dream, and then it's clear that it's just sort of like a way stop for him, and their jaw dropped.
All right, but wait, there's more. As this is the first level here, you guys are going to be walking up this flight of stairs here. You finally make into the great atrium. This vast circular hall of pale stone arched ceilings soar above you higher than you can imagine. Carved on that ceiling are etched elven glyphs that seem to be protective wards recently put here by Severian and the other mages of the High Mage's court. A fountain sits at its center. It sits frozen. It looks like a sculpture of ice, the water plumage up from the top, falling almost like wilting leaves or wilting flowers. Banners of silver and blue hang on the walls. The air carries a crisp ring of enchantments through the stone itself, as if it's awake and watching. From the atrium, great wings stretch outward. To one side, and endless shelves of scrolls glitter with frosty magic. You see someone manning this shelf of scrolls and books. It is a very puffy mothfolk individual. They have a very shapely head with large insectoid eyes, these two big antennae sort of peeking out, large set of wings kind of tucked behind a robe, tufts of fur sticking out from the center of their the cut of their cloak, and these tall little legs, but they're hovering, their wings sort of flitting across as they bow in reverence to the High Mage. To another side, braziers smolder over chains and irons, a chamber that tastes of judgment. A third hall blooms impossibly with greenery, vines, and beasts of the Feywild moving through the space. You see these creatures that look akin to lions, but they are made of pure vine and leaf, sort of moving across the space and tending to the flowers in this garden. And the last radiates with warmth and comfort, soft light and perfumed air, a retreat from the kind of hardened occupation that sits over Squall's End. Above, the council halls echo with revelry, long tables, firelit chambers, and secluded salons where the sound of voices never cease as workers in this High Mage's Court are continually talking to everybody and making sure that everything is in order as the High Mage has dictated. You see as you're walking forward up to that space, Severian is checking in with individuals, asking and making sure you've scribed the scrolls that I've asked for, correct? And you see a bunch of people. Yes, sir. There is a reverence here to Severian that hits very hard. You see, oftentimes he doesn't even need to utter a word. He waves his hand or like points at a specific location, and Knights of the Winter Court will open a door, or the door will open of its own volition. This is a space that Severian very clearly commands, as he is High Mage of the Winter Court. And he leads you all to his chambers. Welcome to the High Mage's Court.
It's beautiful.
At the labyrinth.
It was an academy, but in our occupation, we repurposed it to be the High Mage's Quarter.
Do you have a tower in the Winter Court that you will return to once the city is no longer occupied?
I do.
Echinacea, feels a little ashamed of it because obviously the occupation will be reckoned with and it is bad, but just the beauty of the space and the atmosphere that it engenders is something that they are so drawn to. Kind of lean in.
But for the moment, you have 2 wizard towers.
But for the moment, I have 2. It is always good to have a contingency, a backup, just in case something goes awry. Would you agree, Casimir? Do you have an additional tower in the case that yours is compromised? Casimir. No, I do not. Just the one. Oh. Understood. Severian kind of snaps his fingers as you see 2 forms sort of fizzle, icicles sort of flake off of the wall and create 2 humanoid shapes. Severian kind of snaps his finger. They go to bookshelves and they start pulling books off the shelves for him and just start putting them on the table in front as he takes a seat here. So this will be our base of operation whilst Nikira is occupied in Iron Shore. I think the thing we do now is, well, wait for any word. Is that correct?
Yes, as I understand it, you are waiting to hear from your operatives regarding
Yes.
the spies within the city.
Yes, and I have items here that could be of good use to us, if that is desired. You see, one of the books he got from one of the mages was an empty, almost like journal or like an inventory log, and he just kind of looks up. I can list what I think would be helpful, but it would be a better use of our time to see if there's anything specific that anybody needs.
I anticipate being the target of Koliada's ire.
Yes.
if you have anything for mitigating the damage that I anticipate she will do to me.
Yes, I will have something for you. You see, as he kind of looks through, you're wearing elven chain, yes?
Yes.
And a shield. They lift their buckler.
That is a shield.
Every little bit helps, Severian.
Very true. This is, you see as he kind of pulls a picture frame back as he reaches through the wall. And as he does, you see he pulls back, it's elven chain, but it is rime-kissed elven chain. So it gives you an innate resistance to cold damage and immunity to critical hits.
Oh! Oh! That's very nice.
Hands it over.
Thank you.
So
Is
you
that a pass wall?
They ask as he had reached through a portrait.
He points, yes, this is a pass wall. I've had to put many spells into this place very quickly. He points to the simulacrum. They have been quite the help in shortening the time and embedding spells into this place. We have protective wards. We have divination magic, keeping an eye on the perimeter. He also points out a window, and you see walking on the ice is a large dragon, and the dragon itself, Lou's face. Lou went.
I could have had armor that would tell me when the nearest dragon was. You're like, oh, it'll be relevant. I mean, I know this guy's probably not someone we're fighting, but still.
That's really funny.
Oh. Listen, if I said, oh yeah, you might want to take the dragon armor, I would have given it away. But you see it's kind of veiled in this bit of snowdrift, and it's not a dragon that's very common on the material plane. It's a moon dragon. You see it has this crest of almost tealy blue stone on its crescent horn, and its wings sort of give off this beautiful tealy blue glow as it sort of just walks around. It's got these like it looks almost like grass. It's a little draconic beard, but it's sort of like kissed by frost, and it maintains the grounds. And you see underneath it winter wolves, which are like wolves except much larger, probably about in terms of D&D scale, they're bigger than dire wolves, but these large white wolves with stark blue eyes that are known to blend in with ice and snow and are quite effective ambush predators. But they are stalking the outskirts on the frozen ocean, ensuring that nothing encroaches on the space.
Kaylin, Eadwolf, look.
Eadwolf is like, whoa, wee wow. What do you mean by that? That's incredible.
They're you size.
They're big. They're very big. Kaylin's like taking notes. He's just like, just in case we need to avoid this. But they are beautiful.
Maybe this dragon communes with Ilfwyn too.
Kind of smiles. You see he taps his temple. Save that for later.
Oof.
Shut up!
We'll start barking.
Yeah, truly. But yeah, is there anything else you think would be of use to the party? We'll kind of go above table here for a moment, as this is kind of the space that Severian commands. If you're looking for spell scrolls, if you're looking for spell components, if you're looking for magical items, if you're looking for anything.
Oh, scrolls. Scrolls are a great idea.
What scrolls do you have?
What scrolls do I have?
Dolores, have you ever cast from a spell scroll before? It does not consume what we might consider a spell slot. In other words, it does not cut into the magic you can cast per day.
Wonderful. Well, from
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm looking for things that can make me hit harder more often, and if I can make her not immune to certain things, that'd be great. But understand that that's maybe not the possibility. Invisibility.
Oh, invisibility. Okay.
Greater invisibility for Dolores, if you have it, would be, I think, a very good idea.
Well, follow me, and you see as he swipes his hand down a sequence of bricks, and he walks through, and each of you walk through the wall into a library. A small little personal library with tomes and scrolls, which I've moved all your tokens to that point of the map, which is in the top left corner. So let's do...
This place is amazing! Casimir, why have I never been to your new tower?
That's why I can't find us.
Right? I'm pinging.
I'm zoomed out all the way. I can't see. You said on the left, right? Top left?
Top left.
I'm reloading. I don't see it.
Yeah, it's not a separate piece. It's just like the top left of the big chunk.
Yep.
Oh, I went to the top left of the map. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Why haven't... I suppose it just hasn't... What was that? I suppose it just hasn't come to pass. But I would love to take you.
See Duke and Lady again. Severian, this is wonderful.
Well, there's much to explore if you choose to linger after Koliada is restored. Okay, we're looking for spells. All right, we're going above table because Alec is...
Ganesha does get quiet at that invitation.
That makes sense. Flip. Okay, so we are looking for... You said spells about immunity, Lou? What did you mean?
Yeah, if there are certain things that could decrease her advantages on certain things. I don't know if you're saying that she's completely immune to like fear or something, or she just has really high...
She is completely immune to...
It's a Fae thing.
Yeah, Fae are almost always going to be immune to the charm effect, in some instances the fear effect. But
let's see. I have a few things. So vicious mockery, for example, isn't necessarily a charm or fear.
No.
It's just something that has a increased saving throw. So I think a lot of the things that
that would still work. So let me look at your character sheet quick. Because the only thing you need to like really keep in mind are basically like the Otto's irresistible dance that you did on Coletra. Something like that would not work on Koliada. But something like a vicious mockery, that would absolutely work.
Yeah, like Zip It, that one, I basically just want to like decrease her ability to do certain saves like Constitution or such. So if there are like poisons or just certain things that I can give her disadvantage on those rolls, that would be great.
You want to give her disadvantage on
Yeah.
Saves.
Yeah.
So he hands you a scroll of Bane, which allows you to reduce that number by a little bit. Okay. Are you looking for anything else, Dolores, specifically? Let's just go one by one here.
Do I need any components for spell scrolls, like for our Revivify or something like that? When you're casting,
You would still need the diamond for Revivify.
Which he would be able to give you the component. If you want
So
a
I'm
scroll of
asking, yeah.
Revivify and a diamond.
Well, yeah.
Okay. He looks through, gives you a scroll of Revivify and the accompanying diamond of the proper cost.
And then I will say if there's any like more consistent type of disguise, like a hat of disguise, or just greater invisibility.
You have a hat of disguise.
Oh, I do? I thought it got taken from me during the...
That's what we just crafted.
Yep.
I didn't realize you made me one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you what you looked like.
Well, I just was like using random shit from around the fucking house. Be like, all right, good to go.
I thought Dolores was just adding flair.
Yeah,
that's
so
no,
cute.
I was like trying to MacGyver it because I have actor
had a disguise, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're good there. I think the only other thing I think that could be really interesting for you.
Yeah, I just want to bonk harder.
Yeah, you want to hit hard. You know what? He gives you a couple smite scrolls.
Oh?
Yep. What is it? You get a scroll of Thunderous Smite, a scroll of Searing Smite, and a scroll of Wrathful Smite. Or actually, no, not Wrathful Smite, because that's frightened. You would know not to do that. Blinding Smite.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Echinacea, you got the armor. That's going to make you a bit beefier. And you can just go into your defenses and custom add immunity to crits.
Okay.
While you're wearing this this rime-kissed elven chain. But is there anything you are looking for?
Yes.
And many of these are spells that Echinacea already has. It's just the case that you can only prepare so many spells per day.
Yep.
Oh goodness. I think the fact of the matter here is that we're simply trying to stay alive for the minute that is needed to disenchant rhyme.
Yes.
So if I don't have to prepare certain spells, that will probably be helpful. That will do a great deal of work for us. Silence, I think.
Grabs the scroll of silence. Blindness, deafness.
Exactly.
Grabs it. He grabs a hold person.
Oh. You get me. Okay.
He grabs a Maximilian's Earthen
Slow.
Grasp and a
Yes.
slow. Like a lot of control, containment type magic. Slow is great. Yeah, and he kind of waits for you to say anything else.
I have Ray of Enfeeblement prepared every day, so that's good to go. Polymorph might not be a bad shout.
He grabs two,
Ooh,
just in case.
smart. Okay. Okay.
Echinacea is flipping through their own spell book just to look at like what would be useful, but I don't like prepping it doesn't quite make sense, but it could be useful.
It could be useful, yeah, for sure. Severian pulls a Dispel Magic for you.
Okay.
He also pulls Vortex Warp, Dimension Door, and Misty Step.
Oh.
In the case that like she is able to control an area and you guys need to move, give those who are not necessarily as give someone like Dolores an opportunity to really quickly get out of there, or Kaylin, who's locked down in melee, grab someone like Uldiel and Vortex Warp out.
Yes, this is good.
And then he pulls Thunderstep.
Read my mind.
No, I didn't.
I didn't mean it like that. Incredible.
We
just
vast
have all of
resources
this.
here.
Yes. Oh my god, if I just take a break. I have to make money first. Okay, if I make money and then I take a break and then I need a home. Okay. I can't think about this right now. Never mind, it's not helpful. This is good.
This is good. I want Dolores to roll me an insight check.
Okay. That's a 29, baby.
Whoa.
29 is really good. It's incredibly good. You look at Severian's face, and it quickly becomes clear to you that he thinks Echinacea is being underserved in the group that they are currently in, and in the company that they currently keep. Do with that what you will.
I was getting that sense even before that fucking insight. Just as one table, I'm like,
as much, but I wanted to give the in-game opportunity for the character to get where you're at.
No, yeah, that makes sense. So I'm like, that checks out.
You're doing this, and then you're like,
Lou's own insight is like, oh no, I clocked that. Thank you.
Of course that man's weird about it. He's a problematic man.
Stay. I wish this is a universe where Echinacea has seen every Disney movie ever, where there's that point, like in Coraline or whatever, where it's like, it all looks great.
It all looks really good.
And Dolores will just like tap the board. Like, you are here. The buttons have not yet been presented, but they will be presented soon. You are in grave danger, Coraline.
You are in grave danger, Coraline. Incredible. Take an inspiration point for the Coraline reference in the year of our Lord 2020.
That's like the only. Why is this the only movie I can quote word for word? Every other thing, it's like I try to say a reference and it just gets encrypted.
You killed it. But I will say, you guys have the tools you need at your disposal. And I'd say at this point, in getting everything that you need, I will go through personally and pick out like spell scrolls for Kaylin, Lucian, Casimir, and Uldiel. I don't want to eat up that time in game. So you have time until Severian hears back from his spies on the movement of the Shadow Court spies. Given that the plan has been put in motion over the last couple hours, his two sources are keeping a firm eye on the city and tapping into their resources. But right now, we're just playing the waiting game of just trying to just waiting for them to get back to Severian. So I will say, Dolores, is there anything you want to do in this space? You have a lot of space to explore. You have a lot you could potentially do.
Yeah, I guess I want to know what kind of academy this was before the occupation. Was it just a general academy, or, did it have a, like, something magical?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
13.
13. As you look around, it becomes pretty clear that this was an up-and-coming bardic college.
Okay.
You're finding books and tomes that, as you open up, they're not necessarily charted like normal books. They read more like sheet music. And there's a clear section in this little personal library that's left for texts that were here when this was occupied. And so with a 13, it takes you a little bit of time, but as you're moving around, you absolutely come to the conclusion that this was a bardic college.
And so it's occupied now. Everyone's gone. This is all
Winter Court, folks. It's all Severian's people, at least from what you can see.
Were the occupants forced out? Like, can I see evidence of violence, or were they are they just having to just take up posts and squalls in, or was this like a violent takeover? Like, what's?
Give me a. We'll stick. You get a 13. It takes you a little bit to find anything, but do you move outside of the library?
Yes.
As you move outside of the library, you kind of wander for a bit, and as you do, you make it back out to the fountain that you saw earlier, and they're kind of hidden within some of the stone tile is blood.
And as I'm
definitely
around,
like what is it? I mean, it's frozen, but it looks like it's been here for a while.
and does it look like it's from just like one altercation, or like this is something where it was a big battle?
The 13, it's hard to tell.
Okay. With a different type of investigation, just because it's a different kind of thread, if you will. Let me. I also want to look into. Do they seem like they're wanting? He says that they will go back home.
Does he seem willing?
Am I seeing that these people are truly like just posting up until their queen's freed, or are they like making changes to this structure that seem more permanent? Like, are they seeming like? Because he mentioned that, like, oh yeah, after all of this, you could stay with me. Even though he just
didn't
said
say with me. He said you could stay. He didn't say with me.
But he has no permission to give.
Absolutely not. That's 100% true.
So I'm like, why do you think you have the authority to say whether they can stay or go if you're going to be relinquishing control of this space?
I will say, I like this train of thought. I like where you're going with this. Go ahead and give me an insight check as you move across the space to gauge not only the demeanor of everyone that's in the space, and there's a pretty sizable group of people here. It's bustling in this space with Winter Court knights, with these mothfolk archivists who are sort of flitting around the space, with these different entities from the Feywild who are maintaining this space. So yeah, give me a general insight check.
I used an inspiration and I got an 18.
19. Is it 19 total?
18 total.
18 total. The workings of a military occupation are something that are often seen as quite temporary. They're meant to be installed quickly, and they're meant to be broken down quickly in the event that the occupation needs to end swiftly, or you need to swiftly move strongholds. This is definitely more comfortable than that. That said, they have been here for a considerably longer time. They've been here for a longer time than most occupations would last. so that could skew your perception or your opinion on this, but they did enough to plant flags here. They brought creatures to maintain flowers and other sort of wildlife here. They have a very powerful guardians and winter wolves and a dragon to encircle the space and ensure it's protected. Even if they don't intend to stay here in perpetuity, this is definitely a resource they're not super willing to give up.
Yeah. And I'm gonna look out the windows and just see what the, I don't know, atmosphere on the street is like. Like, just check like, people bustling around.
Let's go back to the Scrawl's End map. You are off the coastline. You are currently in the ocean. The High Mage's Court is right here. So you are in the verbiage of this map very far from land. So you're not able to see the civilian population at this distance. But I will say there are like gardeners here from Squall's End proper who know how to take care of the grounds of this space. That are from the city. I will absolutely give you that. So with maintaining that 18 on the insight check, they are an occupied people. They're not happy. There is fear. There is concern. There is a determination to do a job well as not to draw the ire of your captor. As if not to draw the ire of your oppressor.
Dolores is going to find one of those people in the garden.
Okay.
And just, do her broom thing, like, just fall in line and task. And even maybe work for a bit, be like, oh, can I help you with that? Grabs a thing, like, I'm new, like, falls in line.
And you have the visage of a Winter Eladrin, correct?
No, I think she stays Fire Genasi. Or maybe she just turns into like a common human. Like she's trying to be like, now that I know that she's not trying to look of the Winter Court. She is trying to look.
That's totally fine. Totally fine. You walk up to this this younger looking bugbear person. They don't look, it's interesting, right? Because you know the difference between a cub and a grown bear, right? This is very clearly not a grown bugbear. They're a bit shorter. Their facial features are a bit more round. Their mane is not necessarily as well kept. And it's not for any sort of like lack of bathing. It's just, when you're young, like your body's kind of doing its own thing. So they sort of, no, I don't need any help. Thank you, though.
You're very welcome.
Do you need help?
Shit. Just about every day, it seems. I don't know how much longer I can take of this. She tries to whisper it, keep it like hushed, like not trying to say it out loud, like just between you and me. Kind of thing.
Give me a stealth check because there are guards present.
Not 20.
Hey, yo! You see the particular magic you wield as a bard sort of manifest here for a moment as you begin to speak the words out. Your arm, your prelude, these strings kind of vibrate for a moment as these silver strands almost wrap around your lips to keep the words hushed as per your intention. And they do so very skillfully. This bugbear individual is just... Grandma said we should do the best work we can, And then we get to go home and not to rock the boat, not to do anything untoward to make them angry.
Not like you know who.
I don't know.
You know,
people.
them. She says, "Oh, don't worry about it then.
Is this a test?
Keep on doing the best work you can." What'd you say?
Is this a test?
No, darling.
I'm doing my work. I promise I'm not showing dissent or anything like that. I promise you.
I did fuck with you. I'm just trying to figure out a way to get out of here. Figure out to break this thing. You're doing great. I'll leave you alone. I don't mean to stress you out.
Okay.
Good job. And she scurries away. And maybe just tries to look and see if there's anyone else frustrated, or just observe the conditions of the occupied. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, as you kind of make your way forward, you can see a very dour tone before you make it to the next individual. But before that, let's jump over to Echinacea quick. As are you still kind of in the library, or have you settled more in a private space?
Echinacea is still... Echinacea will settle wherever Severian suggests within the space, in order to work on and replicate the potions that they got from Iothalor while they wait for 8 p.m. or for the report on the spies to roll around, either one.
Okay.
And also in a space where, again, if we think that we're scrying on Koliata first before his informants get back to him, wherever he wants to do that casting.
Severian, you and Severian kind of peel off from the rest of the group as you land in a private secondary office that is in more of the shape of a tower. But you sit and you're both working on replicating the Arcanist Restorative Elixir, if I understand correctly.
No. Well, he can work on that.
Okay.
Echinacea has, per our visit to Iothalor, a new spell. Or, no, not a new spell, a new potion.
Oh, yes.
And several new potions, but the one that they want to replicate, it's called Elixir of Echoes. And they are going to set about replicating this potion to have more of it in the future.
Okay. So go ahead and give me an Arcana check. Or no, sorry, a medicine check.
Yeah.
I'll do the same for Severian.
32.
Oh yeah. Over the course of this conversation, you're absolutely you have the ingredients here. You kind of voice them to Severian, and one of those lions kind of bring you a small little pouch full of all the ingredients you need. And sort of
Thank you.
lays it at your feet and sort of drops a paw down and kind of falls into a very regal bow. Just says, "You are most welcome." As he turns and kind of returns to that garden. But you were sitting there working on the potions, and Severian in work kind of slows for a moment. How is your headspace, good doctor?
I won't lie. I am nervous. I am preparing.
You have lingering thoughts.
Oh, I think you'll find several. Yes.
How are you faring with Zio's departure? It is quite a shaking thing to have happen heading into such a important event for you.
Rather than slowing, that precision, that deftness increases noticeably as Echinacea continues their work. There's no reason to lie. I am hurt. But I am no stranger to hurt.
This isn't the first ally to leave you like this, as I understand.
Who told you that?
I heard conversations between Dolores and your beloved Kaelin.
No. She's not the first.
If I may, what I said earlier about you giving everything to those you deem allies, those are not worthy allies. That is not loyalty. I watched, and he kind of leans forward, not in an aggressive manner, but just kind of almost leveling with you, or attempting to, in a way. I watched the work you put into contending with Glacia and Caletra, to unearthing the evil being done by the Council of Elders, to protect not only Zio's parents and sister, but the Kul as a whole, only to be left when it was done. I don't know these other allies, but I imagine this song sings a similar tune. Working hard to meet their ends, only to be abandoned. That isn't loyalty.
I have wondered if perhaps I am not someone to whom people wish to be loyal. I think the fault may be with me.
No. Do not think so. I've said it to you, and I've meant it. You are worth 100 wizards of your kind. Your abilities, your acumen, your mind, even in the most terrible of circumstances, you orchestrated a plan that has so far gone off without a hitch.
Don't say that.
You are a good ally. I've seen it since we've met. Since he kind of chuckles, started working as a unit. we work well together.
We do.
You deserve loyalty. I suppose I am just trying to say that my loyalty does not end when Koliade is healed.
What?
There's much work to be done. And if you want an ally, you have one in me.
Do you mean that?
Yes.
Alicia would like to insight check.
Please, and as you do, he's going to continue his sentiment. I offered you apprenticeship. A teacher. That is a standing offer. What is your insight check?
Oh, fucking 10.
Severian is cold. He is chilling. But he is not a liar. His words ring true to you. And there is a firmness to the foundation of which those words were said.
Severian, if it is very generous, and if you make this offer because you fear that I will abandon Kuliada's cause, I will just assure you that it is my intention to pursue Kervaith to the fullest. I have made a vow to do so, and I want to reassure you that I do think that our goals will remain aligned even after all of this, and that they will align with that of your queen. I have to imagine.
I don't doubt your conviction.
You just don't have to say, I don't think you are lying. I've heard people say things like this before, and I think they meant it when they said it too. I think that meaning and intent can just change. So I will not hold you to a very generous offer, and it is generous, and I can see that.
Well, then I will do what they failed to do. Allow my actions to ensure the truth of my words. He pushes the 2 completed potions in front of you.
Nisha looks down at the potions. Back up at Severian. I don't understand you.
And I don't fully understand you either. But I'm excited to learn more.
What changed? What changed? Only a few days ago, it was a chore to speak to me, and now you seem to want to keep doing that.
I've seen you work. I've seen your conviction. I've seen the incredible aptitude of your magic, the exponential growth in such a short amount of time. It is the same as what I said to you just a day ago. You are a deeply impressive mage. And I wish to nurture that.
It comes as a shock to Echinacea, given what this man only yesterday revealed he did to them.
Mm.
It comes as a shock how tempting it is. Their brow furrows. Their deft hands continue, they never stopped. I do believe that we will continue to work together after this. I do not believe that I would currently be a suitable apprentice. I have so much work to do, Severian.
There will be time
And
to
I know
discuss that.
Okay.
But once this mission is done, and the Queen is restored and your memories are returned, I would like to revisit this offer.
Then we shall speak on it after.
And the camera cuts for a moment as we follow a ferry through the city. A spool of thread on her back, flitting through the streets, using the sewing needle to latch onto buildings and yank herself up quicker to get a bird's eye view. She runs across the building's rooftops toward the city gates, where Malvos... What are my other spies' names? Where Malvos, Cregan, and Ishol, now still in their disguise from separate parts of the city, make their way toward the central gate, Cregan leaving first, Ishol following behind, and Malvos running out last. This fairy taps a stone on her chest. Hi, Mage Severian. The other spies have moved out of the city. And Severian takes in that information. And Echinacea, you see him smirk. It seems the spies have taken the bait.
Oh. Midcrest?
They're moving out of the city, I imagine, to teleport.
Excellent.
We should get ready to scry.
Yes. You tell me when true seeing will last.
How long does true seeing last? An
I think
hour?
true seeing lasts an hour.
When are we now?
I'd say you guys...
Echinacea knows. I don't.
At this point, we're getting into, I think it's pretty fair to say, between going through the library, Dolores, your exploration of the space, making potions, attuning to items, doing anything that you guys need to do, I'm kind of okay moving into that evening point if you guys are.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say we're kind of getting that ready. Dolores, I do want to wrap up with you as you kind of make your way back inside. Button, was there anything else you wanted in that scene, or are you good? You're like, I'm good.
No, that's plenty to stew on. Thank you.
You're welcome. Dolores, you talk to that very sheepish and easily scared bugbear person, but you make your way, you kind of do this loop around the High Mage's court, and as you kind of make your loop in before you enter again, you see this older woman. She is elven, but she looks old, so she must be quite old. She has this shawl over her head, these kind of rugged furs, and she is trimming some of the winter roses outside. She seems to be a gardener of sorts, but she's not wearing any winter court regalia, nor is she. She is being watched by the 2 guards manning the front door.
Does she seem frustrated, or just like she's holding something back, or is she pretty serene, just trimming some roses?
She looks pretty serene, but there's a I don't know, there's a little fire in the eyes.
Okay. Dolores will come up. Just, can I get you anything while you work, man?
A large glass of wine would be lovely. She looks over to the guards. Is that all right, lads? Can I have a glass of wine? They sort of look at each other, look at you, and they see you're kind of wearing... You're the scribe that came in with Master Severian, yes?
Indeed.
She could do with a glass of wine. Fine.
What about your fine selves?
No, thank you.
No wine, but maybe tea, water. Very light ale. Keep you warm in this cold weather.
The cold doesn't bother us.
Fair enough.
You see this old lady kind of wraps her arm around your shoulder. To the wine.
Why, thank you, dear.
Mm.
All right.
She sort of walks with you.
My goodness.
I know faces, and you're a new one.
Indeed. Not from around here, just trying to help out.
Help who?
She winks a little. How can I help you?
Oh, the wine to start.
She pours some.
You see as she takes a sip back, the glamour begins to shift as she kind of willingly reveals a bit more of herself to you. You see a flicker of a younger woman, still elven, but very clearly a summer Eladrin, warm, golden skin, bright jade green eyes, and a hair that looks made of sunflower petals.
Aren't you radiant? For your age.
Better. It is... Some say it's a fool's errand to wish for a son in a cold time like this. But I have faith in the warmth of summer. Give me a history check.
Well,
this reference unfortunately goes over your head, but you kind of glean that there's a deeper meaning to that phrase than what you're getting. You absolutely catch that it's a phrase.
Yeah, when you're like pretending to be in on espionage and stuff, you're like, yeah, uh-huh. Like you could tell like that was a secret phase that I don't know. Great. And what warm tides and shining beams feel on the horizon.
Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But there is a fire stoking in the city, you know, to keep the citizenry warm. And,
Well, that's good.
oh, the power of people is something to be stoked.
It would be good of the roots. Prepare for a swift end to winter. You know, oft in the spring, summer days come, but somehow the wind chill is able to creep back in. I fear that. Do you? If it were to pass. The cool winds, I mean.
Oh, the cool winds will pass. The king of summer deems it so. Give me a history check on the king of summer.
Yeah, because I just saw, like, Kali, or why am I spacing on her name? Is that like a... Oh, that's a nat 20, baby. 24.
That is great. So, you know that there is a splitting of courts within the Feywild. There is the summer court, there is the winter court, there is the spring court, and there is the fall court. The king of the summer court is quite a fantastical individual. There are rumors to him, however. He has a frustrated ex-husband who is no longer a part of the court, and he hasn't been seen as of recently. But some stories say...
bitch, he's in Lockhinge.
Nah, bitch, he's in Lockhinge. Oh, Uramil. I love him. He's the river king. He's not the king of summer. The king of summer, however, is the...
But that's his ex. Is that his ex?
That's his ex.
Yeah.
Some rumor that he's
Verna is the king of the summer's ex.
Correct. Yes. Yep. There's the king of summer, and then he is the river king.
Yes.
So both living within the summer courts and ruling over them. With a natural 20, some storytellers, and you are in tune with stories, have a theory that the king of summer was one of the individuals responsible for giving Caervaith dominion over the Feywild, or some of the dominion that he held. And some believe that the king of summer is an agent of Caervaith, if not Caervaith himself. Oh god, I think I know why Caervaith is opening portals to the shadow or to the Feywild. Oh god.
That's good though.
That's good to know.
I'm really glad that I've just been speaking in very broad terms.
Fucking broad terms and riddles? Yeah.
Oh! And then I can just be like, yeah, Sun King.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Warm tides, baby, warm tides.
Roll tide, King of Summer. But she looks at you, excited to see another spark of rebellion. Well, thank you for the wine. I
Thank
should
you for
return
the
to my
momentary
work. She grabs your hand and kisses your knuckle. Would you grant me your name? Don't look at Button right now. What would Dolores do?
She'll just say, Eve. And yours?
Secret. She turns on a heel and walks outside.
Mm-hmm. Technically a piece of her name.
Technically a piece.
Not the full thing.
Alrighty. Like that. Like that. Okay, so we'll say here, parties converge. As it is now time, I think we've all settled within. You head back to the lower portion of the High Mage's court in order to get maximum privacy here. So you stand with Severian as he looks to you, Echinacea. Will you be casting True Seeing first?
Of course, it lasts longer. And Echinacea will twin spell for shits and giggles, True Seeing themselves and Severian.
Perfect. Okay. You're obviously able to see everybody, all of your allies in their normal state. I will say, Severian...
I can also see any secret doors.
Oh, God.
And into the ethereal plane. And if, there are some summer Eladrin walking around for the next hour, I'll be able to know that.
You'll know that. Yep.
And he will too, which is interesting.
Which is gonna be... spooky. Spicy. Okay. You cast... What does True Seeing look like as you cast it?
Echinacea doesn't cast a lot of divination.
No.
It's not generally their forte. Unless they're specifically diving into the lore of this world. And this has to do with unraveling false lore. Echinacea's spellbook whirls to a later page. This is one of their newest spells. Upon the page, there is an eye inscribed as the first O in the text. And that eye, as Echinacea presses their finger to it, becomes Echinacea's eye. And then it becomes Severian's eye. Perfectly marked, fading deeper into the text as though those two eyes are now a part of this story, and if someone were to reveal illusory script, they would see a perfect replica of both Severian and Echinacea's eyes layered atop each other. And for a moment, the eyes upon Echinacea and Severian look like that illuminated manuscript text. And then become their faces once more.
Oh. Take an inspiration point.
Okay.
You cast True Seeing. And the spell is felt. You're able to see your allies. There are no guards in here at this point in time as Severian has cleared out the space. So for the time being, this space is safe and hidden. In that, Severian nods in your direction, a wordless thank you, as he casts Scry. And each of you see, as in front of Severian, there is a circular bowl of water. And as he begins to cast Scry, you see at the crest of his forehead, this third eye of ice begin to expand outward. And in the water, you are able to see what Severian sees. It is imperative for a high mage to be able to share the information he gleans with those they trust most. And this is a sort of ability to do so. But he is lost in the spell as each of you pan over the city. And you move throughout it until you land directly on Coleado. Now, to describe Coleado for the first time. You see through this vision a tall, nearing 10 feet, fey individual, a fey woman. Her skin is that of a nigh white, pale blue. Her head breaks into almost these floral-like petals, mimicking that of a crown, the ends of which are speckled with ice. 2 long white braids fall down each shoulder, as 2 dark obsidian black horns curl out from the back of her head, winter roses sprouting from each individual break off of the horns. She's moving swiftly alongside 2 honor guard. The 2 honor guard wear the helms of owls. We pass through Coleada's vision as she is placed within the cell. And as she is, you immediately hear the thrashing. She was able to hold herself together long enough to get downstairs. But that was it. Kirvaith and Rhyme's hold on her is strong. We pan out to look at the knights. The helms come off as they prepare themselves for a very long 24 hours. One of them is a Winter Eladrin woman, similar in stature and demeanor to Uldiel when you first met her. Hair in the same tight war braid, a few obsidian black scars on the face, but stalwart. The other is a changeling, who you imagine to be Vox. Standing firm, looking around. 2 of the honor guard are there. The rest are manning the hallway down the stairs for now. But as you watch for the scry, it seems that the only 2 that remain are this Winter Eladrin woman and Vox. So you know now what awaits you when you go to Grimoire Keep.
Severian, who was that individual pretending to be?
He sort of kind of lost in the throes of the spell. Handil. Handill.
Knesha nods. And sort of grip Severian's arm for a moment. Can we see her again? Please.
It is visible to those looking at Severian, but one tear falls from his eye as the vision turns to her again. She stands in a battle-ready position, rhyme in her hand. You can see the obsidian black of the blade has completely warped her right hand. It's sort of an ombre down. The fingers are now taloned. This black obsidian crawling up, nearing her forearm now, completely past the wrist. She looks, you can see within this space there are dummies set up as a distraction for her, something to keep her occupied. She moves deftly, almost gliding on the floor as she cleaves 3 of them in half in one swing. She brings the blade down in quick succession and juts forward, stabbing into 2 more. As in her mind, she sees the Lorethian heirs. She is following the dictate of the sword rhyme.
I've seen her before. I remember seeing her when I escaped the Feywild. She was riding upon the back of the Wilderaven. My husband is saved. Eadwulf rides at my back. Wilderaven no more. And tomorrow we will save her. And everyone from that vision will be put to right.
He nods and just steels himself as well. As each of you, there is a on the sigil on Severian's person. He quickly reflex, being lost in the scry for a moment, activates it as the voice of Nakira rings out. Hi, Mage Severian. I come with news. Someone has entered the prison. Looks to be a tiefling, wearing scorch-style regale, teal skin, tattoos, and a ring on their horn. Please advise. And that is where we're going to end tonight's chapter of Known Realms Tolesh.
Oh,
Plot twist! Cheeky fuck!
cheeky Zio!
Zio!
Oh my god.
What's Zio doing here?
Uh-oh.
Thanks, guys, for hanging out to this episode of Known Realms Tolesh.
Oh no.
Before we outro for the night, before we leave you for the night, let's outro our players, starting with Lou.
I'm Lou. I play Dolores, or Eve. We both use she/her pronouns and are doing a little bit of cheeky espionage. You can find me at Luzelia_art on most social medias, and that's it.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Listen, we're uncovering some more Kerve shit here. I love that. I love Dolores doing some investigating. Thank you.
It's so good and so important. Ugh.
Yes, very much so. Thank you, Lou. And Button.
Hello, I'm Button. My pronouns are they, them. I'm Bluebluebutton on social media. And my favorite thing is watching the actual freedom fighting being done here by Dolores, and I'm very excited to play a character who can be on board with that and isn't in the sauce of their own shit when I'm not here. You can find me over on Stealthy Elf Productions in Unearthed Inheritance, New World Rebellion, and Outlaws of Alkenstar.
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Guys, Angie is not with us right now, but stay tuned as I will be returning over the next, in the following weeks with a new character and a new story to tell. Until then, keep your eyes on Dicescape, where they're playing in the last Arcanist. It's a Daggerheart campaign. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun. Please go support Angie. And my name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet at Tales Archived. I have been your archivist for this evening, doing some fuckery. Ha 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 ha. And when I'm not here, you can find me over at Stealthy Elf Productions. I play Finn Reese in Heroes of Asteria Unearthed Inheritance. He's a sexy guy with horns. He likes to pin people, likes to slam them down. Big style. And then I play Grim in New World Rebellion, who's just a little guy with a fun.
He's in the walls.
He's in the walls. Stay tuned for ElfCon stuff that's coming up at the end of October. So, thank you guys.
Wow.
Future Alex is gonna throw you into a raid. All right, see you guys. Bye.
Bye.